The Women's Revolution in 2018. I finally watched it because I've never seen it before. And I was going to say, this made me hype for the second incoming this July of the Women's Evolution pay-per-view, or PLE, whatever you like to call it. But here is my review of the WWE Women's Evolution PLE pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, even though it was on PvP back then. 2018. So here is my review. Yeah. So the show started off with Bayley and a bunch of other women superstars talking about how much this PLE means to them and how much this event and all of this for women and their status means for them. Which I get it. I don't really get it a lot, but I get it that it means a lot to them, and they finally getting a PLE event that represents what women's wrestling is about and what they can do. So I'm glad that they were able to get this. So yeah, and then this punk goth rock band type of feel just started playing music, and it kind of was talking how it was. I don't really pay attention to the song honestly, but it was a nice song. I guess I don't really know because I wasn't even paying attention, but they were playing a song. And the first match was Trish Stratus, Lita versus Mickie James, and Alicia Fox. Yes, I didn't read the match card or anything, so that was new. But then Alexa Bliss came out. I said, okay, and then she basically said, "Welcome to the crowd to the Women's Evolution," and says to Trish and Lita, "We all know it's past your bedtime, so stay focused, because the real leaders of the Women's Revolution are coming," which would be Mickie James and Alicia Fox. And by the way, Michael Cole dropped a bombshell saying Alicia Fox is the longest tenured WWE women's superstar there at the time. I said, "What? Is that true?" It was crazy, but yeah, apparently that's true. So this was a tag team match. Honestly, Mickie James and Lita started this match off with a lockup, of course, punches. And by the way, I don't know what's going on with the screen here, but there's that all time. So yeah. Anyway, Lita was punching Mickie James in the face. Then she tagged in Trish. They did the classic Hardy jump off to someone's back and land into someone. You said, oh. And then it was an old rivalry reunited with Trish Stratus punching Mickie James in the face, clobbering her with the right hand. And then when Trish Stratus went for famous grabs the bottom rope and tossed them off the top rope, Mickie James caught her, did this thing, but then it didn't really work out because she ended up flipping her for a Poison Rana or a Steiner or Frankenstein or whatever you like to call it. And then they tried to leave the event with Alexa Bliss, but then Lita and Trish said, "Ain't no way, no, not in my house, not in my house. You are staying right here in this ring." So they went outside, grabbed them, threw them back in the ring, and then when Lita went for her lead assault, Alexa Bliss grabbed her leg, who was injured by the way, grabbed her leg, pulled her down, and left the ring, and Mickie James took advantage, kicking her in the back a little bit. But then all of a sudden, Mickie James failed because Lita hit the Lita Karana, and then got hit. What is that? I can't even tell what that is. You understand what that is? What? Oh, Northern Light suplex to Lita, and then Trish Stratus got in there to and did these arm drag stuff. I don't know. It's arm dragging. It's headlock takedown by Mickie James, or by Trish Stratus to Mickie James, and then kind of a sit out spine buster little things, and then chops to the chest of Mickie James, and then she got hit with the Stratus faction. And then Lita got in there, hit a twist of fate on Alicia Fox, and then Lita saw on both women, chick kick to Mickie James for the 1, 2, 3. Lita and Trish Stratus win the match. Pretty solid match and pretty solid opener for a pay-per-view or PLE that many people didn't really know what to expect. So yeah. Well, at least I didn't know because I did not watch it, so you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Nikki Bella had an interview with I forgot her name. She's been in the her name. Anyway, Nikki Bella had the Bella Twins had interview, and basically Brie, because again I wasn't watching WWE week to week during 2018, so she asked about the feud a little bit, and Brie said she brought up her personal life, so she started first, and then Nikki said, "I'm dedicating this match to Ronda's mom, and she's a part of the Bella Army because every time Ronda disappoints her, she tells her." So, and if she's part of the Bella Army and this match is dedicated to Ronda's mom, she's not. I'm not gonna disappoint her. So yeah. Then we had a little interview with Kathy Kelly and like different women, how much this PLE means to them and how much this event really truly means to women. And then we had the women's battle royal. So we had Naomi, we had Michelle McCool, we had Sonya Deville, Alundra Blaze, Carmella, Zelina Vega, Kelly, Tamina, Ember Moon, who got a big pop, by the way, was kind of surprised. Lana, Maria Kanellis, Mandy Rose, Molly Holly, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, Ivory, Asuka, Tori Wilson, the Iconics, who were the last people, and the Iconics cut a promo saying, "This is your last chance in the spotlight to these legends in the ring." And then after we dump you outside of the ring, you guys can live your lives that have no purpose. And then they got in the ring, and the legends got mad at them and dumped them out of the ring. You know what I'm saying? They were the first ones eliminated. And then the Battle Royale actually started with everyone punching each other. Molly Holly was the second one eliminated. Then Mandy Rose went out. And then, who is that? I think that's Alundra Blaze or something. I think that might be Tori Wilson. Yeah. And then Sonya Deville got pushed by Mandy Rose, and then Alundra Blaze, and then Marie Kanellis. I think that's Marie Kanellis. Literally did a Bronco Buster to Tamina, and then Tamina gave Carmella a Samoa drop for no reason at all. And then Lana kept trying to break up this Nia and Tamina thing. That was dumb of her. She should have just not done that because she got eliminated anyway. And then Asuka tried to take on Nia, which anyway, this ended up turning to all these women doing a suplex to each other. So yeah, and then Carmella hit a dance off, and then Ivory got in there and she started doing dancing with Carmella, and then bye Mandy Rose got eliminated. Dana Brooke got eliminated. This was a nasty kick to Ember Moon's face, but then Ember Moon eliminated Michelle McCool. I believe that's her. I can't really think. Yeah, I think so. I'm like 99% sure. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, not Io, Asuka. I cannot tell who that is. And then anyway, Naomi got eliminated. And then then Carmella got dumped out by Ember Moon. And then Ivory just got dropped by Nia, I think. The footage is kind of blurry. I don't know. Comment down below who you think this is. Who do you think that is? Anyway, Ivory got eliminated after Asuka decided to boop her with her butt. Crazy move, right? Then Asuka and Ember Moon kind of cooked here with Asuka giving her a knee to the face. And then that ended up having Ember Moon eliminate Asuka, which was pretty cool. But then, for some reason, Tamina thought she could super kick Ember Moon, which didn't really work out for Ember Moon because she caught the super kick, but then anyway, it didn't really work out because Tamina still took her down. and then a super kick to Nia Jax. Tamina got hit with the jumping stunner that Ember moved on. I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, eliminated her. And then it was down to Nia Jax and Ember move. And in the later start of the match, they did say this match was for a shot at the Raw Women's Championship or a championship opportunity in the future. Which, yeah, I said, oh, so this battle royal actually means something. I thought this was just about a cheap way to get a bunch of other women on here, but I guess I didn't pay attention in the beginning of the match, or beginning when Michael Cole was talking, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Nia Jax and Ember Moon somehow did this on the top rope, and then everyone forgot about Zelina Vega, which I even forgot about her because I thought she got eliminated when nobody noticed. And she jumped on Nia Jax's back doing a sleeper hold, but then Nia Jax ended up picking her up like that, like a thing, and tossed her on Tamina, which Tamina definitely got hurt, like a broken nose or something. And then Ember Moon and Nia went back at it, and then sadly, Nia Jax tossed Ember Moon out of the ring, and she won the Women's Battle Royale Evolution. And The Rock's mom wasn't even happy about it. I'm joking, she probably was. Anyway, she said, she cut a promo. She was interviewed after the match. She said she got to share the ring with incredible people, but she is focused on the Raw Women's Championship, and whoever wins better be ready for me. So that was the last promo we really got of the night that was in the ring, and really it matters. But yeah, this is just a Mae Young Classic. What's it called? Like a thing, I don't know what it's called, buddy. Okay, I'm not gonna be weird. But we had the finals of the Mae Young Classic. By the way, they should honestly bring this back because this match was my favorite match of the night. Io Shirai, aka Io Sky. By the way, she looks weird with this. She looks weird. Io looks weird without having like her current gear on and like not having like red hair. It just looks weird. With Toni Storm in the Mae Young Classic. Again, this is my favorite match personally of the night because these women absolutely cooked. Bro, every single move they were doing was the best move I've seen ever. You know what I'm saying? Toni Storm did a little headlock on the ground. They were a beautiful technical partnerships. I think this was like a kick to the face or something. Then Io did a beautiful drop kick, and then did the what's it called? The handstand knee drop down thing, and then Toni Storm just literally tossed Io onto her head, which was a nasty German suplex, by the way. And then somehow they made it to the top rope, and Io did a disgusting like springboard drop kick thing. And then Io decided to pull out a moonsault from the top rope, which was a nasty moonsault because she could have landed on her head by the guardrails and everything barricaded. And then they anywhere in the apron. Then Toni Storm thought it was a good idea to German suplex Io on the hardest part of the ring. And I still can't figure out who had the harder impact, Toni Storm or Io Sky. Put it down in the comments below. Because honestly, from this angle, it looks like Toni Storm took the brunt of the impact by going head first. Oh, by the way, would you take this spot, by the way? I know I wouldn't. Then we got back in the ring. Toni Storm hits the Storm Zero, but Io Sky kicks out. And the match continues. Io Sky does the sunset flip. But, of course, when Io went for her moonsault, she got feet straight to her face, and making Toni Storm hit the Storm Zero. 1, 2, 3, and Toni Storm won the Mae Young Classic, and they hugged after. So yeah, it was pretty good. And by the way, again, let me emphasize, my favorite match of the entire night. This match was a certified banger. These women are cooked. Anyway, we had a tag team match with Riot Squad, which is Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riot, versus Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Bayley. Uh, to be honest, I don't really know why this match was happening because I didn't watch any of the episodes of Raw, SmackDown, or anything like that before this. Because again, I didn't watch weekly WWE television back then, but I was a fan. I liked wrestling. I watched the clips, but I didn't watch it. And by the way, I don't remember what happened in 2018. I don't remember what happened last week. So what makes you think I'm gonna remember this? You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty solid match. I mean, Sasha and Natalia were coming back. And by the way, looking back at this, it's weird seeing Liv Morgan with pink hair. I don't know. And seeing what she was wearing here is just weird to me, honestly. Then they did, of course, the heart attack. Beautiful, beautiful drop kick by Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, the Meteora. And then Bayley decided to do a jumping drop kick through the turnbuckles. But then when she was trying to do it again, Sarah Logan had the most perfect timing, hitting her in the side, and before she could hit who she was hitting, she ran into the ring post. Which, by the way, that timing on that had to be so perfect. Like they would have been crazy if they didn't hit that on timing. And then, Liv Morgan was just wrenching in on that neck of Bayley. And by the way, imagine telling yourself in 2018 that Liv Morgan, out of Sarah Logan and Ruby Riott, was the person who's going to win a SmackDown Women's Champion, Miss Money in the Bank, a Women's World Champion, and be one of the biggest stars in the company. They would not believe you. Not one bit. But Bayley got hit with in the face by Sarah Logan. And then Sarah Logan just got hit with a turnbuckle twice. Bayley takes out Liv Morgan, tries to, but Liv Morgan hits her with a kick. But then somehow Bayley tags in Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks hits her comeback moves, Meteora, and then a backstabber into a belly to Bayley suplex, which was crazy. And then Sasha hits another Meteora. Then she went to dive over the top rope. Kind of a botch situation, but who really cares at this point, you know what I'm saying? Caught by the Wyatt Squad. Got dumped back in the ring. Sarah Logan picked up Sasha Banks on her shoulders, and then Liv Morgan jumped off, hit like a crossbody, head, like a blockbuster thing, and then got hit in the face by Liv Morgan Jordan. In the face. And then when Ruby Riott was trying to hit her finisher, I think, or this back thing, Bayley got on top of Sasha and started making sweet passion. I'm sorry. No, took the brunt of the impact. But now thinking about it, how does this work? Because imagine someone jumping on you with their full body weight, and then another person laying on top of you gets someone's full body weight on them, and then their full body weight is going to crush you. So technically, how does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? But it's WWE, and we don't really try to make sense of it. You know what I'm saying? But she ended up taking most of the impact. Tried to pin Sasha, but Sasha kicked out. What the? I can't even tell what happened. Ruby and Sarah Logan got put in the sharpshooter, but Liv Morgan took them out, and then Bayley hit elbow drop. Sasha hits her hero Eddie Guerrero's frog splash. A 1, a 2, a 3. Of course, Natalia, Bayley, and Sasha Banks win the match. Pretty solid match. I kind of wish I knew what's the story to this match. If anyone can inform me what's the story to this match and why it actually happened in the first place, put it on the comment below, because I would actually really know why it happened. You know what I'm saying? But then we got to the NXT Women's Championship match. We had Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. They're showing the past couple weeks of Kairi beat Shayna Baszler twice. You know, at the Mae Young Classic and for the NXT Women's Championship, and basically Shayna wants the championship back. So pretty solid story they put out there. Shayna Baszler came out, NXT Women's Champion. Kairi Sane, by the way, her entrance was so cool to me, bro. Her championship was in this pirate treasure chest. By the way, I use that in what's it called, 2K for the entrance. Bro, it's always so cool to me, bro. She is such a cool entrance. But Shayna Baszler did have control for most of this match. Like, even doing this thing. And then Kairi was using her agility, running fast and stuff. Jumping, hitting, sliding forearms. And then doing another sliding forearm here. But then got caught with a big boot by Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler hit, like, a knee to Kairi's face. And then they got in a corner. Big spear by Kairi. And then another spear into the corner. Putting her gut in the thing. And then... Why did I take a screenshot of this? And then Kairi tried to do a jumping thing but got caught with 2 feet in her face. And then Shayna had a like submission thing in. Pulled her up. All the way up there. And she was dangling. It looked disgusting. And then somehow she fought out of that. Got Shayna on the ground. Did a crossbody from the top rope on Shayna. And then tossed Shayna, I think, onto her... Shayna's friends, and then Shayna's friends tried to get involved, but Kairi punched the one friend in the face, and then sadly, Shayna put her submission. I forget the sleeper hold is what it should be called. It's just sleeper hold. But then Kairi rolled her up 1, 2, ooh, and then the one other friend. Tried to take out Kairi, but she got knocked out. But then the other friend successfully kicked Kairi in the face, which ended up her in the sleeper hold. And then she passed out, which led Shayna Baszler getting the NXT Women's Championship back, and she walked out with her friends as the NXT Women's Champion. And then we got to the second best match of the night, in my opinion, which was Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. They showed the history. Basically, Becky Lynch turning heel of the SummerSlam and winning the title at Hell in a Cell. And then the Super Showdown match where Becky disqualified by hitting Charlotte with the championship. And this was a crazy spot. Charlotte spearing Becky Lynch through a LED Titantron. Like, Charlotte's hand was like bleeding from the wrist. It was nasty. Of course, there's JoJo. Charlotte Flair came out, and no SmackDown Women's Champion. Becky Lynch came out, and her entrance theme song still hits here. Anyway, this was a beautiful clothesline. Becky Exploder, I think that's what she called it. Then Becky just ate a face plant. She ate the floor. They made it to the outside. She finally brought a kendo stick, I think, out. Bro, you can't even see the kendo stick. It like disappeared. Holy. And then she tried to hit Charlotte with it again, but Charlotte caught her like she was a magician or something. And then they started throwing chairs in the middle of the ring for like no reason at all. And then Becky just runs to the side of the ring and just jumps on Charlotte. And then grabs the steel chair, starts hitting Charlotte with it. Using the steel chairs they already threw in the ring, Becky tried to literally do a back exploder on it. Didn't work out. Then Charlotte did a back body drop with Becky on it. And it looked nasty, bro. It looked nasty. And somehow, I need to stop using the word and. Apparently, the manhandle slam existed here because she used the manhandle slam right here on the chairs, which looked nasty. Then they ended up on a table where Charlotte tried to do a moonsault, but it failed. It failed. Didn't break. But she got the good idea to go again and do a second time where she did like a front flip, which was a swanton bomb, and the table broke this time. It broke this time, which was good. And for some reason, I can't figure out why they brought a ladder in the ring. Like, tell me why they brought a ladder in the ring. This wasn't a TLC match. Michael Cole even said the TLC isn't until what's it called date? You know what I'm saying? December. Despite that, uh, Becky slammed Charlotte on it, and of course, Charlotte was attacking Becky's knee, and then Charlotte put a figure eight leg lock between the ladders, arched the back. Didn't work, honestly, because they made it back to the outside. Charlotte got pushed into the steel steps, and then Becky decided to leave with the championship. And then Charlotte comes, chops her a couple times. They ended up back and by the ringside, putting Charlotte on the table. Becky jumping off the ladder with doing a leg drop, broke the table. And then that wasn't all. Becky stacked announcer chairs, a piece of a table, to Charlotte to see if that was the end of the match. She still somehow got up after all of that. Charlotte took a kendo stick, just started whapping. Whapping? That's a new word. Becky Lynch's back. Then a beautiful spear by Charlotte. Charlotte somehow got powerbombed through a table after Mike Chioda kind of held Becky back so she wouldn't fall. And that was it. Charlotte couldn't get up after landing through a table. And let me just tell you, that table looked nasty. She went through it, boom, hit the ground. I would have been out too, I'm not going to lie. Even though I'm not a professional wrestler, it hurts my back thinking about it. Because that landing was disgusting. Let me tell you. Then she walked out as SmackDown Women's Champion. But somehow this was not the main event. I thought this was the main event until it was time for Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella for the Raw Women's Championship. And on my head, how was that not the main event? It was the first ever last women's standing match. And it was the second best match of the night. How was that not the... And this match, I don't even think was that good. Because I watched it, but yeah. Anyway, they showed the heel turn the Bellas did to Ronda. And really, I wasn't really paying attention to it because I was doing something on my phone. So, yeah. Anyway, Nikki Bella comes out. Ronda Rousey comes out with the women's world championship. What championship? That would be the title Tiffany Stratton's holding right now, huh? Yeah. Rowdy Ronda Rousey. This was a pretty solid match. I still think Becky and Charlotte should have been the main event. But hey, that's my opinion. All I know is Ronda Rousey ate a load of the ring post. She literally ate it. Wait, she got it twice? Yo, she ate that ring post twice. It's crazy work. Why would you do that? And then working holds. Nikki Bella's working holds. Did his leg lock thing. I started taking pictures, so I got tired and I was sleeping on the button a little bit. Then a submission hold thing. Holds are what necessary for heels, as Vince say. Then Ronda Rousey thought it was a good idea to go flying, but she ended up missing the crossbody and ended up going straight, eating the mat. It was crazy. You should have seen it. And Nikki Bella tried to kick Ronda Rousey, and she really thought that was a good idea for a former MMA champion. Didn't happen because Ronda catched the kick, then tried to do her finisher, which was, what was it called? I don't remember her finisher. It's been so long since she got on there. But anyway, Brie Bella somehow got on her shoulders, hit it, but didn't work out because Ronda started punching Nikki in the head. Didn't really work out, and Ronda somehow threw Brie Bella across the ring announcer table and onto the floor. Nikki Bella thought it was a good idea to capitalize, which she did. Hits the Rack Attack 2.0, which didn't really work out in the end because it ended up being a fail because she kicked out at 2.5. I couldn't explain with this. I think this is like a roll thing. Which anyway, Ronda Rousey ended up breaking Nikki Bella's arm, snapping it in her process, retaining her Raw Women's Championship. And why did people like her back then? Even though, whoa, what is this? Yo, Kyle, what are you doing, mister? What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie. This is a weird angle. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I can't explain why. I'm pretty sure people were actually cheering for Ronda Rousey, unless they were faked him, which makes sense because Vince was doing that a lot back in these days. But yeah, and then of course Nia Jax was watching, and then all the women took a picture, standing out there hugging each other, doing all that stuff. I might be blind, but do I see Becky Lynch? I don't see her. I see Paige. But that's it. Yeah. That's all I see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I thought this Evolution pay-per-view was pretty solid. Kind of wish the storylines going into it, but it's whatever. I wasn't going to watch however long this took up to build this PLE or pay-per-view or whatever. But this actually got me really excited for the next one, which honestly, why isn't this a yearly tradition, bro? Like, this should be a yearly tradition. This should be a win for 19, 20, maybe not 20 for, reasons. 21, 22, 23, and 24. Don't know why, but I'm glad they bring it back in 2025, so, yeah. What do you guys think about the Women's Evolution pay-per-view? Did you guys like it when you first watched it, or is this your first time ever hearing a review about it? Or have you guys not watched? Have you seen it? Is what I'm saying. Have you watched this pay-per-view? And you haven't, I think you should. It's a 3-hour and 16-minute pay-per-view until I add commercials, but it's fine. But yeah. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day. Subscribe, hit the like button. Because I'm only at 5 subscribers. Really appreciate it because I want to get to the end of 2025. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day. See you tomorrow.